believe what the world needs right now is a comeback. To bounce back, we gotta focus on what's real and what's true. Rise above any limitations from your physical, mental, emotional consciousness. Stop reacting and become the first cause for action. But first we gotta rise from the ashes. Long live the fire. To ascend beyond the gravity. Visualize it in your mind. It's acoustic alchemy. A story about you. You thought about giving up because it was way too hard. Prisoner of your mindset, guilty as charged. Setbacks been setting us up far too long. Too good at this to stop when the pressure is on. Man, I'm feeling this. Way too much to go wrong. We all experience setbacks when emotions are strong. Today we hope like summers of the days that are gone. When you look at yourself and question whether or not you belong. And your mama's been singing prayers ever since you've been gone. Praying that God will keep you strong until you can make it back home. 2020 was a hopeless moment for so many people, but we still walking, not faint. Wings like an eagle. Sometimes we gotta lose it all so we can find it again. Sometimes we need a break after we've been. In each being there's a spark of a divine essence that exists over many incarnations from any chances that you missed. At a certain point in your life, your soul begins to seek and reconnect itself with the source, so to speak. The desire to transform into something of value that's greater requires us to make a comeback, like the Terminator. It's transformation of the self. Over time, consciousness seeks to understand its origin and the existence of itself. When we embrace a discipline, a master is born. But first we gotta make a comeback from things we mourn. The process is like purification, making you sane. To achieve the transformation, we'll need to attain. Contemplation leads to purification or illumination. It's the frequency of your energy that's created by vibrations. Life is all one big revival because not one of us can say that we didn't experience any setbacks along the way. The fire's a sound current that your soul attracts. A grand journey to sustain life when you need to come back. The people have already risen, but now it's time to go up. Through the golden door of atonement, to hear the voice of God. We always fall down, but keep getting back up. Although sometimes we get stuck and wanna give up. Turn it up. Let's turn it up. It's the calcination as we turn up the heat. The built-in pressure that breaks us into pieces, removing all of the impurities from when you wanted to cheat. You feel like screaming and you can't endure any more defeat. A true alchemist doesn't change lead into gold. Instead they turn the world into words from stories they told. Each soul comes to consciousness right in the fold. Where willpower is developed and God's breaking your mold. Lives. Dissolution in your spirit. It's individuation, seeking connection in the physical. Before separation, separation takes place when consciousness becomes aware that in the physical universe, struggle's always here. Acknowledge the duality and have no fear. It affords the spiritual nourishment we need to revere. Conjunction brings about release from our outer concerns of love that we need to make the return. We gotta learn and unlearn, relearn again, because setbacks set in when we begin to rescind. Man, I feel like Michael when he put his hand in the glove. I bring acoustic alchemy and they keep showing me love. Purpose brings the balance you need to physical love and reach for the top when the work feels like a labor of love. Love is for others, the peace is for you. To come back already exists and it's true. Truth doesn't reside in physical consciousness. It takes enlightenment before you can see exactly how to make it back to the truth of who you should be. The mind and soul are knotted together and it's time to separate. So the soul becomes the witness to the setback you create. Coagulate and witness your divine presence. The spiritual journey home begins with gratitude for your blessings. To make a comeback, we must uncover all the mysteries within. Be the first call so past and future look like twins. Dramatic failure can become a springboard to your success. If you respond in the right way, while your mind is a mess. Determine why you lost. Identify a new path. Seize the right opportunity and embrace the stress. While I was writing this fire, it didn't seem so simple. My biggest fear changed to me not living up to potential. When we figure out why we lost, we need to accept. Instead of bargaining over our fate to regain self-respect. Our achievers take too much credit for the successes and assign too much external blame for failures at the same time. A type of attribution bias that protects self-esteem but also prevents learning and growth that we need to live our dreams. A lot of people focus on what I call situational knowledge or politics instead of examining what their role was and their problems. Some ask for candid feedback from sympathetic friends, family members, and colleagues who reinforce tendencies they tend. If you feed your sense of injustice, can't see your culpability, or break free from the destructive thinking that kills vulnerability, explore how you contributed to what went wrong. Did you size up the situation and pray on it all? Now what would you do differently if given the chance? Actually learn about your missteps before you advance. Weigh the potential, then turn your loss into a win. Reframe it as an opportunity to discover what's within. Think hard about who you are, what it is that you want. Escapism is a common reaction when trying to front. New opportunities don't usually present themselves right away. It can be hard to spot them through the fog with emotions in the way. The tension people feel when they're torn between the current identities and expectations of what it all means. Pause for a minute to find meaning in your prep. Seize the right opportunity and you'll see the next step. Use your talents to help yourself win. Sacrifice is necessary from the day we begin. A lot of people think they may need to throw it all away and start fresh, but it's consistency that rules the day. The only changes that we need happen in the mental. Strategies can even be the same, despite feeling judgmental. When you're making a comeback, gotta be gentle. The perseverance to endure is instrumental. It's not about the results, focus on the process of turning things around so you can be at your best. The lessons always come later after you fail your test. And with desire comes capability to manifest. A comeback is always stronger than any setback. That's why a setback waiting to happen is where your power is at.